Okay, just about to go live. Just got one thing I need to quickly do, and then we'll be good to go for the day. Okay, just 1 second. Back. Let's monetize this. Save. Okay. Alright, should be good to go in a second. I'm trying to remember where I got up to in the last stream. I was meant to go back and look at the end last few minutes just so I could get a sense of what I did and where I was at. But I completely forgot. So oh, I got tiny, didn't I? That's fine. What I think I'll do now is then I might try and get a few golden bananas here or in Jungle Japes as Tiny and Lanky. And then I'll head on to Frantic Factory. That's not the way out. I do think while I'm here I should probably try and get their instruments just to make it a bit easier, because I'm literally right next to where I need to be to get the instruments for them. And I'm going to go to the fairy island with Tiny today, because I just think I should be able to get that better ground move, so it'll be easier for some enemies, and it means if I come across the patches of dirt, I can get a load of coins. Yep, golden bananas are hard, man. How's your day going? I had the shortest shift ever at work this morning. I was in for 4 hours, and then I got to go home. So, that was a win in of itself. But I felt like it was a bit pointless waking up at 4 AM for a handful of hours at work. But hey ho, is what it is. Anyway, I've back home. I've had, well, back home for a couple of hours. Did a few errands, gave the house a bit of a clean. Had a pizza for lunch. Had a nap because in the past 48 hours, maybe 72 hours, instead of having around 24 hours sleep, I probably had about 12, 13 hours sleep. So I was absolutely wrecked. So after a intense 4 hours at work, I had a nap for about an hour and a half, which was so needed. It's not even funny. Okay. Don't know if Lanky's got any coins yet. I think what I need to start doing is, between these streams, I need to have a little notebook where I can write down the key things I did and what I didn't do. Because as much as I love this game, it's not the best at indicating what's done and what's not done. But if I ever give it a huge retrospective, that'll be on it. My day just started since I woke up at 5 AM, went to hospital yesterday to get stuff done for a new job. Oh, that's a pain. So have you got a job at the hospital now, man? What job have you got at the hospital? Weren't you, correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't you like, were you like campus security at a American college? Congrats on the new job though, even if it does seem like they've messed you about a little bit today. Alright, so that's Tiny's one. Okay. There's some tiny stuff in here. Clearly I swapped to the wrong Kong. But I can change in a second. Don't know if Lanky's can get any moves, or if Lanky's even got any coins at the moment, but I guess we'll find out in a second. No, just got called a lazy bum and was told to do one by Cranky Kong, so, you know, life. This is the thing that always annoys me at this part of the game. If they spread the characters out a little bit more, it means I could have one Kong and I could just smash through their bananas across both the levels and then be done with it. But having two back to back is kind of annoying. It's why I quite like that you get Chunky next, because by the time I've caught up on all of the tiny and lanky stuff, assuming I'm going for full 100%, it's like just Chunky. I'm going to die in a second. Oh, I need Tiny's ponytail twirl jump. It makes things so much easier. Yeah, I was security of college and will now be security guard for hospital. My last job didn't end well. Over a plastic fork? What happened with a plastic fork? What, did someone claim that you threatened them with a fork? That's weird. I mean, the workplace is often weird for things like that. Sorry it didn't end so well, Man, but, like, hopefully this new job at the hospital will be a better one. And I don't know what the American health service is like, but in the UK, the National Health Service pays really well for jobs. So it could be a blessing in disguise. Still, it's not ideal though. Getting a new job near Christmas time is never a good one. Right, I don't think I can do a lot at the moment till I get all of their extra stuff, so I probably will go back to Jungle Japes. Just because it's an easy level to farm some bananas and get some moves and stuff. Basically, I took a plastic fork from the cafe and apparently some bag of chips. That's so stupid! That's actually the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So yeah, sorry about that. That is crazy. God, that is so bad. Oh well, like I said, Man, probably better that you're getting out of it. If they're gonna be that anal about something which you didn't even do, like, it's... Yeah, that's... You'll be better off. I mean, surely you can do something about it. Have you got like a union or anything, or someone you can go to higher up, or something that you can make an official complaint to? Because to me, that screams like it's very unfair dismissal. So yeah, if there's anything you can do, I wouldn't take any of that sitting down. Oh, maybe that's something that I need Tiny to get. Yeah, I can't get that at the minute. Okay. Yes, the job's offering much more money. I did send an email to HR. Had so contract to work for. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they can do something. I got my fingers crossed for you, Man, because Fairs. Well, like I said, better money. You're done with it now. I mean, I'm not going to pretend I understand what the whole racial discrimination would be like. Sounds horrible, but I can't. It's never happened to me. But yeah, it definitely sounds like you're getting a much better deal. And shortly down the line, they'll realize that they were the ones who made a mistake and fucked up anyway. From the sounds of it, you're a good worker, so it's on them at the end of the day. So there was a resident who used to stay quite on a permanent basis at the hotel I used to work at, and he reminds me of K Lumsey. Savage, I know, but funny. Oh, I forgot you get both levels back to back. That's always been an interesting choice to me. Okay, let's go to Jungle Japes. Don't worry, mate. Mine hasn't been the best either. In the past 4 years, I've changed jobs probably about 3 or 4 times. Like, some of them have been long-lasting and good jobs. I just haven't connected with them. Like the hotel, I was denied the promotion they've been dangling in front of me for about a year and a bit. So I sort of had enough of it because I just felt like I was doing extra work and putting in extra effort and stuff for nothing. When I was the assistant manager at Burger King, I felt like I went as far as I could. So I just left it there because, I mean, due to something out of my control, I couldn't even get an interview to be the store manager when my friend who was the store manager left. So I was very much of the mindset where I was like, right, okay, if you're going to be like this, fuck you then. And I just moved on. So I like where I'm at the moment. My job pays well, considering it's just basic crew rate, and there's a good level of promotion available if I want it. Like in the UK, minimum wage for anyone over 25 is £11.44, which is probably about the equivalent of, I'd say, probably about $13 an hour. So I'm currently on £12.50, which is probably about 14-ish dollars an hour, which I think is quite good. So I'll take that. I was manager at this wing place called Wingstop and accidentally uncovered an affair between another man. Jesus Christ. That's not... Okay. Things at Burger King got bad at times, but it was never that level of bad. Oh, that's unfortunate, my friend. That's not what you want to hear at all. Yeah, I don't really understand going to the district manager for that. Like, they were sleeping with each other on the job, I take it. So, oh, has Lanky already got a gun? Oh, okay. Fez. So yeah, that's not really on you in any way. So I guess people are the worst, which they are. So well, this new job at the hospital sounds like it's good, man. Like you said, better money. Oh, you should hit the first day that I was manager on shift at Burger King is one of the most interesting shifts of my life. So I'd just been signed off as shift manager, and the store manager was about to go home, and I was going to be left on my own. This, I want to say she was like 13 in the end. 13-year-old girl came in with her mate. And she fainted. She fainted across like a sharp bit of a table that we have in the restaurant. Don't know why she fainted, but she completely cracked her head open. And I mean, like, you could see this poor girl's skull. There was blood everywhere and stuff. Her friend was panicking, her family couldn't get to Burger King. It took, like, the ambulance was something stupid, like 3 hours. We wrapped her in an emergency blanket, kept holding pressure on the head. One of the crew members, who I was quite good friends with, who's a dad himself, was being really comforting and reassuring. Because I'm rubbish at stuff like that. And it was just honestly, like, the scariest, like, thing ever. Luckily, she was fine. Got her to hospital. Her mum came in a few days later, thanked me, thanked the staff, gave us, like, a load of chocolate as a thank you. But it was just, as far as first shifts go, it was... Can I not get a move this... Well, okay. Yeah, it was not a fun experience, basically. Yeah. I mean, things got generally better from there. But it was mad. Madness. But I think in hospitality, you gotta, like, pick your battles. So you've got to accept that, like, sometimes, whether you want it to or not, weird things are gonna happen. So it's just a matter of, I think, being prepared and being ready for it and just doing what you can. And yeah, sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. But, I mean, I also think part of it comes down to just sort of being ready for whatever. Like, but yeah. Of all of the places I've been a manager of, that opening shift was probably the most unique and interesting. I had a gun scare at Burger King the one time, and a gun scare just doesn't happen in the UK. So we had a procedure in place for if that happened. The guy didn't have a gun, he was just like pretended, but like I had to take it seriously as the manager on shift. And it was yeah, it was a scary deal. Also, $14 is such a little amount relative to minimum wage. 18. I don't know, I guess, like, in America, you have to pay for, like, the health services and stuff. We don't in the UK, so maybe, even though generally Americans are on a lot more as a minimum wage, they have to pay for health insurance, dental, stuff like that, which we don't. So maybe that's why our minimum cost of living is lower in the UK. That'd be my guess anyway. Hi Francisco, how are you doing? I think these opening segments here are quite a good way to teach the players how the warp pads work. No, I didn't want to go underwater. Oh, I can't remember which way it was here, wasn't it? Yeah. As a kid, I couldn't figure out, like a young kid, I couldn't figure out that you needed to use that pad to get there. I was like, 30 seconds is not enough time to run from one side of the level to the other. Okay, well, I thought I could get moves from... I thought I could get moves from Cranky this world, but I can't. So I'm just going to move on to Frantic Factory and then come back later on, I guess. Because I don't really know what else I can do. Because without their moves, there's not... Well, I guess there's one each here I could do. Okay, maybe not. When I worked at Wingstop, there was a guy who was robbing a gas station with a butter knife, and we didn't know. He came in all the time to talk to a wife, then fiance for hours in the store. That's crazy. But it's so weird how sometimes it's the people that you least expect who end up being these sort of people. So if you and your wife were both at Wingstop, sorry, game just froze then. Was there other... Sorry. Did you and your wife meet at Wingstop, or were you both working there? Because I think people meeting in the workplace is quite cool. I met my fiance just on a night out through friends. And that was such a good night, even though I can't remember a great deal of it. Because there's... Oh my god, sorry. It's my USB. Keeps jittering with the computer. If it does it again, I'll unplug it. Yeah, sorry, just give me a second. Right, you're coming out. If I lose this now, it's because my USB stick in the PC was playing up. There we go. I'm going for a night away tomorrow in a neighbouring city. Well, it's not too far from the town that I live in the UK. I don't really want to advertise it. Not that I think anything's going to happen. I'd just rather not on the internet talk specifically where I live. We're going there for a night. Because we went around this time last Christmas, and it's all lit up and it's all very festive and nice. So I'm excited for that. And the couple who managed one of the Burger Kings there have been together for like 10 years, and are just like I think the guy is the store manager and his wife is the senior assistant or something, which is cool. She didn't work there. She would just wait to pick me up since I didn't get off past midnight. We met on Instagram when she thought I was friends with a guy she was talking. Fair enough. To be fair, that's quite a fun and interesting way of meeting your partner. I always love stories like that. Like I said, for me, it was me and my friend Luke were drinking at a chain in the UK called Wetherspoons. Wetherspoons is like the McDonald's equivalent of pubs in the UK, where pretty much every town, city, village, whatever has got at least one Wetherspoons in it. And it's just cheap drinks and stuff. It was during the summer, so in the UK it was like roasting. It was like 30 degrees, which I know is probably normal for a lot of American states, but in the UK that was something special. We met at around 2 or 3, because my mum visited for lunch. My stepdad and my sister all went out for food. And then afterwards, I texted my mate Luke, and I was like, do you want to go out and get some drinks? Luke was like, yeah. So we only intended for it to be like, I don't know, maybe a few hours, maybe like meet at 2 or 3 or whatever it was and be done by 6 or 7. Nope, I was out until 3 in the morning, I think. So a good 12-ish hours drinking. Anyway, more and more of my friends came out. And then this guy who I'd only met a couple of times, who was quite good friends with my friend Chris, was like, oh, can I come and join you guys? And we were like, yeah, that's cool. And he was like, oh, I'm with a friend. Do you mind if she comes as well? And we were all like, yeah, it's cool. And then that friend who he was with is now my fiance, so all sort of worked out. Yeah, she texted me on Instagram asking who the fuck am I. Apparently had accidentally followed her and didn't know how. Was it an accident though, man? Was it an accident? Alright, on to Frantic Factory, I think. Alright, I think when I first get to Frantic Factory, I'm going to try to get more moves. And I think where possible, I'm going to end the level / stream doing Mad Jack. I've only reckoned I've got an hour and a half, an hour and 40 today, because I ended up streaming later than I wanted to by about half an hour because I fell asleep. So let's get this done. I need Lanky's move. I can't remember what it's called. The one where he walks on his arms, because it just helps you get around so much quicker. Me and my friend Luke, the one who I went on that night out with when I met Ellie, we're going to see Back to the Future the musical in London on the 9th, and I am very excited about it. Which actually, now I think about it, messes with my new schedule a little bit. I've got a new schedule for the new year, which I'll dive into more in the next week or two. But now that I'm in a stronger position with work, where I have a more specific work schedule, it gives me the ability to sort of work on the channel on a more consistent and regular basis, so that's cool. In hindsight, it was totally because I found her hot, LMAO. I was in a toxic relationship at the time, she helped me get out of it. Yeah, no, I'm all jokes aside, I am glad that she helped, and it seems like you've got a really solid and good relationship going, so good on you, buddy. Oh, it's just a snide here. Have I got any blueprints? But yeah, no, glad it's all working out. So, as I said, after Christmas, I'm going to delve into it more. Well, more like in the new year. I'm going to try to do it so that, like at the moment, generally, unless I've been really busy, Friday is my video upload. So, Friday is going to be the day that I upload videos. That's going to stick each week. Because since April, I've more or less done that with the odd break here and there. I'm going to make Monday and Wednesday my live stream days. So, never mind, that doesn't mess with my plans because I'm going on a Thursday. For some reason, I thought Thursday was a live stream day. Monday and Wednesday are my live stream days. And then, if I have an extra upload or anything special that I want to look at or upload, then I'm going to upload on Tuesday. So Monday and Wednesday, live stream days. What is your favorite Pokemon series? I flip-flop between X, Y, and Diamond and Pearl. If I were to watch a series again, it would be one of those two. At an absolute push, I would probably say XY. If it was a matter of one had to go, it would be XY. But Diamond and Pearl and XY are exceptionally close. I really wish we went from Diamond and Pearl to XY. I really wish we didn't have all that filler crap in the middle. I don't mind Sun and Moon. I don't mind Hoenn. I like the classic. The OG run is just fun. It's goofy, but it's fun. Yeah, probably XY. What's your favourite Mena Man? I think you'll find I've got 23 actually. Alright, let's have some water before we carry on. Oh. I think X and Y's got the best written story. I think it takes the Pokemon formula they've been doing for the past five eras or seasons, whatever, and they absolutely nail it. Bringing the Ash Greninja in, all the other subplots, everything to do with Zygarde and Team Flare, the Alan side plot, and have it just all of it like conclude in the amazing Kalos League arc. It's just so, it's honestly so good. Diamond and Pearl, the biggest issue with Diamond and Pearl, like I love it, but it's got so much goddamn filler in it. Like, I've been debating writing a guide where I would tell people what's filler and what they could just avoid. Because if someone wanted to have a definitive guide to Diamond and Pearl, there's so much you could cut out. And it would probably end up being about 100 episode run. Maybe 120 opposed to the 180. It loses itself by the end. Like, don't get me wrong, the Team Galactic stuff's really good. I like the fact they have recurring villains like Hunter J. The characters are all good. It's fun. There's just so much filler in it. Yeah, I figured they were going to be the choices. Honestly, I haven't seen Journeys yet. I want to, and at some point I will sit down and watch Journeys. I just haven't found the time to do that yet. But I have heard good things about Journeys. I think from what I've seen and heard, Journey seems a little bit self-indulgent for my taste. But then again, as it is Ash's farewell series, I think it gets away with it. But if it was just like, oh, Ash is now going to the Paldea region, I would not like it as much. Because you've got all these returning characters and stuff, which is fun. But if it was just like any other season, then it feels like it's a bit much. But given that this is the last series we have of Ash, it's fair enough, I think. Oh yeah, but I don't think I can do that for a bit. No, I can't. At least it's activated now, and it will be forever. Okay. I feel like I entered this level as objectively the worst Kong at the moment. But if I get Donkey Kong, looks like there's a load of Donkey Kong stuff I can do. Journeys is just really fun when it comes to bringing back characters. I just wish they got closure with certain characters and stories. Yeah, were there any that you felt were lacking or missing? Some of the characters I was surprised they brought back. From what I heard, I don't feel like Alan was executed very well, which is a shame because Alan and the Mega Revolution specials are amazing. I love the Mega Revolution specials. I'm surprised we got Paul. I mean, I'm glad that we did, and I think him becoming a gym leader is the right move. It makes sense. Is this opening the Donkey Kong arcade machine? Yep, thought so. Oh, it's like my least favourite part of this whole game. Oh, it has to be done though. Right, that's a tiny one, which is annoying because I just changed Kong. Okay. Yeah, again, I've heard really good things about Horizons. It's different, but I think the change is good. I keep questioning whether they're gonna have like another version of Ash come back into it. I don't mean as the main character, but like it doesn't really explain how long Horizon's gap is between the rest of the show. So you could have like a much older version of Ash come in and mentor like Liko and Roy, which I think could be a fun little Easter egg. But I think it only works if it's a 1 or a 2 episode thing, just to have him pop up, just to lend a hand or whatever. Whoops, wrong Kong. Yeah, exactly. It's just, after all the history and everything that Alon goes through, the fact that he's just there as like a boundary between Ash and Leon is kind of disrespectful to objectively the best series of the whole show. And I feel like that was a fundamental flaw of Journeys. But again, I need to really watch it to get an opinion. Thing is, I know I need to watch the whole series to get the context, but I kind of just want to watch the Ash and Alon battle at the end. Not the Alon battle, the Ash and Leon battle, sorry. Hey Matt, how are you? Okay, Gorilla Grab means I can do the Donkey Kong Hell Machine. Oh. Alright, well I'm here. I'm just going to get all of the Kong's moves just to make things easier on myself in a bit. Yeah, that's a trope that I really hate. I hate a main character gaining significance because they're important, like, they're an important relation to another character. Or it's like having some artificial reasoning why something becomes important. It's like in Star Wars, Rey being a Palpatine, or the Doctor being the Timeless Child. Or even like hidden siblings, like in Lost, Jack and Claire being siblings. It's just stupid. So yeah, I hate stuff like that. Doing good. Went to my first. Oh, cool. What anime con did you go to? I did volunteered at an anime con 1 year, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I've heard it's a really good battle. It's one that I'm excited for. For me, I think my favorite battle, even though I think the animation has gotten a bit poor over time, is the Ash Paul final battle in the league. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Was he a nice person in real life? That is cool. I respect it a lot. Okay, I can get another move. I wish you just sort of, as you went on, you sort of just unlock the moves naturally. Like you get into the next level and one of those parrots just tells you it. It saves time over going to these various houses. Again, a minor flaw in what I would still consider a very solid game, but it's just like... Okay... There we go, now I can get around quicker. Now I can get chunky. Yeah, it was super cool, and he signed like to Matt, Scars at the back for Swordsman. Nice. That is very cool. Sounds like a very fun day. Glad you had a good time at that con. It's making me want to go to a con again. I went to one in about 6 months ago. It was just a general UK Comic-Con. But I met Stephen and Mal, who plays the Green Arrow, so that was cool. I wish Ash used older Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, like Journey's team, but seeing Ash's Charizard versus Lon. Yeah, exactly. It would have gained so much significance, especially for the end. And based on what I've seen, I feel like Ash's team is a bit underdeveloped. Like, they're powerful. I mean, he's got a bloody Dragonite and a Gengar and a Mega Lucario. It's very fan servicey, but like, I don't feel like there's a lot of weight to these Pokemon. Which I think is partially where they went wrong. No, I don't think I can do anything with that yet. Okay. Alright, at least I've now unlocked the best boy in the whole game. Love me some Chunky Kong. I love it in the tag battle where Chunky's like, I want you to choose me. And then starts panicking when you choose someone else. Like, he's waving me over at the moment. And then I go choose him and he's like, no, no. I relate to him so much. He's like, nothing but confidence. And then the second he gets chosen, the anxiety kicks in. He's just a very relatable boy. Fair enough. That's commitment. I respect it a lot. And fair play to you. I mean, you got what you wanted. Also, he seems like he was a cool guy, so guess it all worked out for you there. Yeah, there were so many different routes they could have taken, but instead they just didn't. Although to me, the biggest question mark of that whole era, of that whole series, is Dracovish. Like, I told my friend Michael, who hadn't been keeping up with it like a while ago, what Ash's team was, and I was like, "Do you want to guess what his Galarian team is?" And Michael couldn't guess it. And I was like, "It's a Dracovish and a Surfetched." which are just such random choices. Like, I like Surfetched, and I think that in theory, the Galar fossils are a fun idea. I just don't feel like they're executed very well. Like, the whole gene splicing thing is cool. But that's about it, really. Now, I hate emulators. What's good about this is I have save states, so when it comes to that horrible arcade machine, it should make my life semi-easier. Yeah, the main reason it took so long was VIP people. Yeah, that's always the issue. I always feel bad in situations like that where, like, people run out of time because I get that they've spent money, so prioritizing them, but I don't think the Diamond Pass or whatever it's called should be a thing in Comic-Cons. Because if I went to a con and I'd been waiting all day to meet someone who, like, I'd always wanted to meet, but then I didn't have enough time because they were prioritizing people who were in a better financial situation than me, it just feels a bit slimy. So, like, as much as I love conventions and the atmosphere, there's no celebrity in the world that I would pay a bloody Diamond Pass rate to see. Like, I just wouldn't do it. Yeah, I think that would have made more sense. Like, I don't even think he needed a new team necessarily. Maybe he could have given him 1 or 2 new Pokemon. Like, he could have kept the Mega Lucario and had... I don't know. I still think he probably should have got one of the starters from Galar. Like, I get why they gave Go Cinderace, because in my opinion, Cinderace is the best starter from that game. But, like, I don't know. I just... A lot of Journeys is weird. Also, like, has Kanto... Like, I get that they're always going to pander to the Gen 1 fans. But, like, have we not had enough of being in Kanto? Why did we need a whole new region based on the Gen 8 games set in Kanto? You could have done the same story and set it in Galar. You could have had Ash at a training research center with the same characters, except they're not from Kanto, they're from Galar. And it all works the same. You can keep doing the Darkest Day plot. You could have Chairman Rose come into it, you have Leon in it. You could even, like, introduce one of the rivals and stuff. It would have made sense. But, because Pokemon always has to pander to Gen 1, it's like, that was never going to be a possibility. I forgot what this game was, I haven't done it in so long. It's alright, I've done it now. Cool. Right, I can get Chunkies. Right, I'll get Chunkies Blueprint. My dad actually way more open-minded about anime than my mum. Is your dad a fan of it as well then? Apart from me and my sister a little bit, no one in my family is really a huge anime fan. And even then, I like anime, but I'm not the most die-hard fan of it. Like, I have my series and that I like. I have a load of the movies that I like. I'm trying to collect the Ghibli collection. My sister likes the Ghibli movies, but that's about it for me. My fiance's sister's husband is the biggest anime fan that I know. He's seen like every anime series. He absolutely loves it. It's like his favorite thing. And I mean, I respect it. Like, I remember going around to their flat a lot, and he'd just be keeping up with Demon Slayer as it was coming out on Crunchyroll and stuff. So I have a lot of respect for it. Some tackles. He hasn't watched anime, but told me he would watch a Oh, cool. Do you know what series you're going to watch with him, Matt? The pandering goes towards the team, the journey streamers for. Yeah! And yeah, it's just... Of all of the Pokemon that they could have... it's... Meta Man, there's just so much of it that I don't get. Just why? Just... Oh, it's so like... Oh, I was watching The Simpsons with my fiance and her sister the other day. And we had a movie night, but while food was cooking and stuff, we just put The Simpsons on because it's just easy. And there's a bit where Comic Book Guy's girlfriend, like, goes to him, I love that you get annoyed about things that don't matter. And then my fiance turned to me and was like, oh, that's just like you, my love. And I was like, great. I was like, being compared to Comic Book Guy. I was like, she's not wrong, but like... I swear there's a sports-related anime. Isn't there like a baseball-related anime, or am I making that up? Is there a baseball-related anime? I feel like there is. And to be fair, the Rocky movie... No, I already went there. Where was the path that I saw earlier on? To be fair to your dad, the Rocky movies are great. Rocky 4 is my favorite. I also like the Creed. The Creed movies are good too. I saw Creed a short while before I went off to uni. And my friend just wouldn't shut up about it for like weeks afterwards. Like, it was a good movie and it was fun, don't get me wrong. But I was a bit like, alright, I've had enough of hearing about Apollo Creed for now. Or his son. So isn't it Michael B. Jordan who's Creed in the new Creed franchise? I feel like it is. Where's 3? Oh, there it is. God, I got 16 of these to do. I need to pick up the pace a little bit. And not lose the number 3. Oh, okay. Oh, is that 9? Wait, what? Oh, is this? Yeah, this is 6. Wait, have I not done 5 yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I haven't done 5 yet. Whoops. I think I may have just failed at counting. That is such a good feeling. No, I can't do it now. Alright, I'll reset it. I don't know what it would look like. Yeah, there are several base... Yeah, there we go. Surely something like that could be a shout for your dad. Oh, wow, that is cool. I respect your dad a lot for that. That's a lot of fun. And yeah, I thought it was our boy Michael. My fiance said that she finds Michael B. Jordan really attractive. I mean, fair play. I'm not interested in men, but I respect her choice. He seems like a lovely guy. Jesus Christ, that was close. Really? Fair enough. I think he'd be a good Superman. Because weren't they talking about a Michael B. Jordan Superman at some point? I think he'd be a good shout for Superman. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, people meet people at different ages. They People, like, time is a big thing. I feel like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Ollie, tell Matt to show his dad Hajime no Ippo. It's a boxing anime. Yeah, that one. I trust Menno Man's opinion, so I think your dad should watch that anime. Which I probably just butchered because I can't really read the chat so well. Because I'm trying to do too many things at once. But yeah, I respect Menno Man's opinion, so if he thinks that's the one for you and your dad to watch, that's the one for you and your dad to watch. There's I don't pay for Netflix anymore because I never really used it, but there's a lot more anime currently on Netflix than I thought there was. Because I thought at one point the only real anime that was sort of on it was Castlevania and Seven Deadly Sins. I thought they were the sort of two that were on Netflix. I mean, maybe it's different regionally based, but in the UK I swear they were like the two. I watched bits of Seven Deadly Sins. My friend who really likes anime was showing me it when I stayed around his a while ago, but I don't know. I just found it a bit too similar to the likes of Sword Art Online or Blue Exorcist. And I just think when I watch and like those, why would I watch something which isn't them or just isn't as good as them? But I don't know, maybe I'm just being a cynic with that. I do like Castlevania a lot though. That was really fun when it was on TV. I also kind of want to watch the Persona 5 anime. I was really annoyed. I saw it in HMV a while ago. Both parts, but they were like 40 quid each, and at the time I just couldn't afford it. So I left it, and then when I got paid about 2 weeks later, they were gone. And it still annoys me to this day. And this is about a year ago, maybe. Forgive the cough. Hajime no, it's on. Okay, so I don't want to cause an argument or a fight or anything. I think both are valid. What do you guys prefer, dubbed or subbed when it comes to anime? For me, it depends on the dub. Like, I think that the Ghibli dubs are really good because they get like really good voice casts. I don't mind the Death Note one, but then you get some that are absolutely abysmal. The Black Butler in particular is a horrible dub. But then again, you guys are Americans, so maybe you won't mind it as much. But for me, their attempts at British accents are the worst. Because they're always like... You know, I'm not even going to attempt it, because ironically I'll butcher the British accent as well. But it just sounds posh and cockney, and it doesn't sound right. It's like I can see what they were going for, and some of the scenes are funny, like unintentionally funny with the accents, but it takes me out of it. But Black Butler's another one that, like, I prefer the manga, and I will only watch the first series. I hate the second series. I don't mind Book of Circus. I haven't seen the new arc yet, to be fair. The one about, is it him going to boarding school? So I can't judge that as of yet. But I would usually watch the first series, and then if I felt like I wanted to watch a bit more, I'd watch Book of Circus. But that would be it for my viewing of Black Butler. Oh, we've not got the instrument yet. Oh. When I was younger, it was subbed. Now it's dubbed because I have a lot to do while I watch anime, mostly writing scripts, and my wife is dyslexic, so it's easier for us to watch it dubbed. To be fair, she can speak Japanese almost. Okay, that's cool. That's actually really cool. And yeah, that's a good argument. I used to be someone who would hate having subs on unless it was anime specific. Like if we were just watching BBC iPlayer or like Amazon Prime or even Netflix, like we have the subtitles on, and at first I wasn't the biggest fan of it. It's because sometimes my fiance can't hear it or we talk over it a lot. Like I'm the type of person who when I watch TV I like to make jokes because I'm a child. So the subtitles make it easier. It's really grown on me now. It's grown on me to the extent where if it's not there, it weirds me out a little bit now. That's how sort of numb I've become to all of it. Yes! That's what we like to hear. Good on you both. Good on you, Matt. Good on you, Man. Okay. If I remember correctly, one is right, the rest will make a swarm of things come in after me. Although, if I'm watching new TV, I sometimes hate the subtitles, so I feel like it gives stuff away. We turned them off the other day because the subtitles were happening, like, too quickly. Like, we'd be watching a scene of dialogue and the subtitles would be at least 30 seconds ahead, and it was just taking me out of it. Oh, nice. I did that during lockdown. It's the first time I've done it chronologically, which is a more interesting way of viewing it, I think. That's fair. I'll once you've done that, I'll check it out. Thing is, I didn't hate what I saw. I just found it derivative of other animes that I like. So I just found it a bit like, as I said, why would I watch something new when I could comfortably watch Sword Art Online or Blue Exorcist? Which rewatching Blue Exorcist is my plan. I'm going to rewatch Blue Exorcist in between Christmas and New Year's. I got the box set during Black Friday, the Blu-ray. I got it for £20, probably about $25 in Blu-ray. So that's the plan. Oh, cool. What sort of British TV does your mum like? Let's see if we have a similar taste in British television programming. I take it Doctor Who is probably one of them, because when I think British TV, 9 times out of 10, Doctor Who is the... I need to watch it first. I will do it at some point. I'd still argue House is the best Sherlock TV series, even though it's not really Sherlock Holmes. Although I would argue enough of the plot points in House correlate with Sherlock books that you can get away with it. And there's enough Easter eggs. We got to the Series 4 finale the other week, and it's like just so good. It's the part where House is drunk on that bus, and Wilson's girlfriend goes to pick him up, and then Wilson's girlfriend ends up dying, and there's that huge rift between them. Such a good episode. Fair enough. I haven't actually seen Outlander. I've heard good things, but Outlander's one that I haven't actually got round to viewing yet. I will do, though, because, as I said, good things. Does DK maybe not have a room, then? I think this is where the arcade machine is. Right, you guys might experience Angry Olisnew for the first time properly on a stream. Sorry, not a scream. I mean, there probably will be a scream. No, maybe this... I thought this was the arcade machine, but it's something else. I can't be far from it, though. I can never remember the route when I go back to replay this. There we go. Banana medal. Coin. I can actually get it. And this will activate all of the machines, I think. To be fair, there is a lot of good British TV out there. Musketeers is fun. That's a good shout. Yeah, it always surprises me when American audiences like have watched British TV. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like it's much more often that you have it the other way around. Like, there's so much American TV that I love, and I think is worth a watch. Just gonna get some water a second. What I used to like watching on YouTube, which I still think is quite funny, is the American and Australian World's Strictest Parents. That's such a funny show. Right, I think I may need to punch a door down as Chunky, so let's do some Chunky for a bit. Yeah, and I have heard so much good stuff about that. Like, genuinely. And I will watch it. It is, like, on my list. It's just an ever-growing list. It's just so much. Oh, dude, Lost is one of my favorite TV series of all time. There's the bloody arcade machine. Yeah, Lost is like my favorite TV show, or at least one of my favorite TV shows. I've seen Lost about 7 times. In the new year, I'm gonna start doing my review and rank every episode series for Lost. So yeah, I'm gonna review all of Lost, which I'm really excited for. I did a video on Lost about 6 months ago, where I did the top 5 saddest deaths in the series. And that was fun to do, so I definitely want to do some more Lost content. And yeah, for a while, Lost was my favorite TV show. The Flash has since taken over, but yeah. What did you think of the ending? I really like the ending. I rate what they were going for. I like it. A lot of people don't though, but I definitely like it. So what I said was, and this may very well stick, if I'm really struggling to get the Nintendo coin on stream, I will do it off stream. But that's the only part of this that I will potentially do off stream. This right here is the only reason that I don't like replaying this game. Everything else about this game, including that damn beetle race in Crystal Caves, is fine. It's just this, which... Oh, I didn't even mean to get that. Oh well. I mean, if it earns me more points and potentially another life, then so be it, okay. There's like, I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 levels that I have to do. Oh, see, it's just stuff like that. It's so frustrating. Yeah, me too. The whole idea that they're like meeting meeting in the afterlife, about to move on to the next. It's nice. The whole backstory of the monster was so freaking interesting. Yeah, I've got this idea for a video, but I need to rewatch the series again and get footage and really start compiling notes. I think Jacob is the villain of the series. Can you see that? Can you see that, Matt? Have you seen it, Menno Man? Because to me, Jacob feels like the villain of the show, but I don't know if it's just me that thinks that. I like Jacob as a character, don't get me wrong, but I would argue that, like, his actions and stuff that he does, especially to Richard Alpert, because if I were Richard Alpert, I'd be so pissed by the end of it. He's like, oh, you can be my messenger, you can be my gateway between the people. And I'm like, Jacob, just get off your pompous rock and just... I do like that the whole conflict of the show is sort of summed up in one of the first episodes where John Locke is explaining to Walt how checkers works, and he's like, there's a dark side and there's a light side. And I'm like, oh, that imagery though hits me right in the heart. I just rate it so much. Okay, that's level 1 cleared. I'm not counting my blessings yet. On the second go around, when you go for the Nintendo coin, this gets so ridiculously hard. It's not even funny. Oh, like just little bits like that. It's just infuriating. Because now I could save state it, but that's such a weenie thing to do. And unless I'm actually really struggling, then I'm not going to do it. Because I've seen YouTube and stuff who've played through this game and they're like, oh, you need to save state it if you want to beat the arcade machine. I was like, no, you don't. I've done it on hardware. Yeah, it took me about 20 hours, but I did it. I got the Nintendo coin. But I've also decided I'm not going to let this annoy me. In the city where I grew up, there's a bar, which I think may be a chain in the UK, called Kong's, where it's like an arcade and a pub, where you can drink, play arcade machines, play skeet ball. Might be the only place in the UK you can play skeet ball. Play pool, things like that. And they have a Donkey Kong machine. I got thrown out because I got quite drunk and smacked the machine when I was getting a bit annoyed. The PC games I'm looking forward to in 2025 added South and Midnight and Fair Play. I'm not a big PC gamer, but I have heard good things about those titles, so that should be a fun 2025 for you, Matt. Like I said, I'm not going to let this get me down. Come on, register that I'm... Yeah, I mostly play consoles, and even these days, I still play my PlayStation 5 and my Switch, but I'm mostly a retro gamer, I think. I love old school consoles and stuff, and tie-in games are funny. Collectathons are fun. Nintendo-wise, I'm looking forward to Donkey Kong Country Returns. I'm looking forward to that too. Metroid 4 Beyond. Yep, me too. And Legend ZA. Also me too. Especially Legend ZA. I still can't believe one person managed to hack the Pokemon Company in Nintendo and play it in its entirety. The amount of stuff they leaked. I mean, fair play on them for not leaking the starters, but like... I'm betting that it'll be the original Kalos starters, but they'll have megas. Or it may be a deal a bit like in the original X and Y, where you got the Kanto starters. Maybe you get whatever the new Legend starters are, and you also get to have a original Kalos starter with a Mega Stone. That might be how they do it, I think. It could be a fun little throwback if they do that. Nintendo's supposed to be announcing. Yeah, they said they would do it before the financial end, so it's got to be soon. I've seen images and stuff online of what the supposed Switch 2 is. If the leaks are real, then I'm good with it. I like what the console looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on it as soon as I can. I left it about a year and a half from when the Switch got released to me getting it. But that mostly came down to financial situation. But where possible, I'm gonna get it as soon as I can, really. Oh, come on. Give me a life. Have I got a life? I don't think I have, actually. Yeah, I don't want to... I'll give it one more go and then I'm just going to move on and I'll do it on another day. But yeah, when the original Switch came out, I was in uni first year and I couldn't really afford to buy a console. I got it for my birthday. Want to say 2018. It came out what, late 2016, early 2017, something like that. I want to say late 2016. I want to say October 2016 it came out. And then I got it in July 2018. So I knew I was getting it. I just didn't get any games. So I had the console for a bit and that... Yeah, of course. So I had the console for a bit and then I got Super Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart. They were the first two games that I got for it. And yeah, I was so happy when I had it. I remember just playing Mario Kart with my roommates non-stop for a while afterwards. And that was a lot of fun. I don't play Mario Kart as much as I feel like I should. I do love it. I don't know. I feel like I need to get back into it. It is a very good game. And 8 Deluxe is my favorite. It's like for a while Super Smash Bros. Melee was my favorite. Now it's Ultimate. Like I will always have the fun nostalgia factor, but I think that objectively it's better. The games I currently own on Switch: Super Mario Wonder, nice. Smash Ultimate, nice. 8 Deluxe, nice. Echoes of Wisdom, nice. Metroid Prime. Yeah, I have all of those, but... Wait, hold on. Where's the tiny spot that I need to go to? Oh, it's up here. Okay. Yeah, I've got all of those apart from Mario and Luigi Brothership, I think. But Brothership's one that I've heard very mixed things about, so I'm not sure if I want to get Brothership. It was one that I thought was going to be really cool, but then, apart from one or two YouTubers, I've not heard the best thing. Riders DX really liked it. So it may be worth my time. I hate being one of those people that's like, oh, it's rated badly, I'm not going to get it, or I'm not going to do it. But at the same time, I think that, like with movies, I've got a cinema card, a Cineworld card, so I think that, like, if I see 2 movies that month, I've got it for free. How am I turning back? It's not letting me turn back. Don't know if it's glitched or what's happened. I know, I'll exit level and that should turn me back. I don't know why it wasn't letting me turn back. Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened there, but solved it. I think the level where you feel the most like you need to change the Kong switch, the change every Kong at will mod is here. I think it becomes too much of a struggle without it here. Because there's so much that, like... Although usually when I 100% this level, I wait until I've got all of the moves and things that are needed. And then I usually just go to the start of the level, choose a Kong, and just power through it. Right, tell you what I could do. I'm going to try and get up there, and then I'll change, exit the level, re-enter it as Diddy, and come back here, I think. Because there's so much Diddy stuff here. I'm really hoping that phrasing isn't going to get this video demonetized, because it's not what I'm talking about. And objectively, Tiny is the best for platforming in this game. So hopefully... Whose one is that anyway? Oh, cool. One of mine. Surely between Tiny and Donkey, I've got enough bananas now to carry on and take on Mad Jack. So far, the only game being remastered on the Switch Studios is Death Stranding, one of each. I didn't know that was being remastered. Have they announced I could be wrong, Matt, but at the Gaming Awards the other week, did they announce Spider-Man 3 for the PlayStation 5? Or was that just a fan thing that I saw? I honestly haven't really had the time to further explore it, so I don't actually know. My brother's called Matt, so it's a bit weird calling somebody else Matt. And even though I said Tiny's the best at platforming, it still isn't the easiest of sections. Right, for everyone who's watching so far, if you're enjoying the stream and would like to stay up to date with this playthrough, other playthroughs and videos, if I could please kindly ask you to hit that like button and subscribe, it will help this channel continue to grow. And the fun thing about subscribing is, if you change your mind down the line, which is completely fair and understandable, you can unsubscribe, so it's a win-win. These mini games get so quick later on. Oh. Okay, it's just not moving. Fair enough. Oh, move then. Alright, one more. There we go. Am I weird? Only first party console, I just feel like the game. No, I don't think it's weird whatsoever. I think it's very fair. Go, banana medal. While I'm up here, I might as well try and do some other stuff with some other Kongs. Alright, I'll do the Diddy stuff. And then I will... then I'll probably take on Mad Jack, I think. Because by then, I will have had enough bananas for it, surely. Alright, checking there's nothing else related to Diddy around here. No, that's all chunky. Save that for part 3. Or part 4. Sometime down the line, sometime over the rainbow. Okay. Cool. I'm probably gonna fall. Yep, who would have guessed that? That's fine. Yeah, I've essentially got 3 banana medals now. I've definitely got enough. Cool. Alright. Okay, up it goes. To there. There. Cool. Alright. I know I'm missing a load of chunky stuff, but objectively, I'd rather get Chunky's moves and gun, and then attempt any chunky stuff that I need to do, probably in the next stream. Because once it's all unlocked, it'll just be easier to come back and just knock it all out in one go. Alright then. I guess I'll do Mad Jack. I feel like there was a boss entry gate up here. I think. Yeah, there is. Cool. Alright, time to take on my favourite boss in the whole game. Well, the best boss. Objectively, my favourite might be Cardboard Cutout. Just gonna get some water. Okay, all of Donkey's ones. I'll save Tiny last because she's the one I'm gonna have to fight the boss with, so feels a bit pointless swapping Kongs out just to change back to her. I thought by now it was more than 200. So I'm going to assume that that the puffer fish is around 250. Fungi Forest is 300. Crystal Caves is 350. And then, what? The last one's 400. I almost said Mad Monster Mansion, but that is definitely Banjo and Kazooie. I love this boss so much. Used to scare me as a kid, but I still loved it. It's like Tiny's face in a second, the awareness that something's about to go down. Yeah, it's this now. Love it so much. And yeah, oh, I'd noticed it said reject before. Oh my god, I connect to Mad Jack even more now. We're both just rejects. Love it. I remember this boss kicking my ass and my friend Michael being like, well done, you're losing to a Nintendo 64 box. And I was like, shut up. Again, he wasn't wrong. Like a boss. I think this utilizes a Kong moveset better than any other fight in the game. There we go. And it's a lot of fun. I figure with this close to Christmas, I may as well be playing my favorite game, which isn't a Pokemon game. As in to say, Pokemon games are my favorite, but this is my favorite non-Pokemon game. Well, yeah, my favorite game that's not a Pokemon game. Got distracted and fell. There you go. Okay, where's the switch then? Okay, I couldn't even see where the switch was that go around, but it's fine. I've still got health. Okay, there's the switch all the way over there. Don't even know if I'm going to make it there in time. That's like, I feel like it was about to go back into its box. I couldn't remember if there was... If, like, it would just keep firing fireballs at me until I fell off the edge or hit it. Or if it hit me, or if there was, like... something else at play. This might be it now. And I think this is the phase where it starts shooting lasers at me. Yeah, it does. There we go. That was very good timing. That was scarily good timing. Yeah, now we've got our invisibility boy coming out. Look out for the glow, Jack in the Box. Only a British game could have a sinister Jack in the Box be a boss fight. I love it. Oh, did it jump on the same spot? Okay. That's new. Fair enough. It's there, isn't it? Balls. Sorry, I've got enough health. Almost there. I don't know if this controller's being a bit unresponsive. And that's not just me trying to make up excuses for being quite shit at this. The concentration is real at the moment. Right, there's the spot. Now I've got to time it so that it goes for this one. There we go. Cool. Done it. First try. Although it was getting a bit close towards the end. Bye-bye, Jack. I will love you forever and for always. You are my sweet Jack in the Box. Donkey Kong. And that's how it's done, lads. Coolio. Alright, let's exit the level. Let's go see our boy K Lumsy. Might do that with DK actually, can't remember what that does. Okay. Oh, it just activates those. That's. Oh wait, there is a Donkey Kong Bongo thing actually. Okay, I wasn't actually on the platform. There we go. Let's try it now. Oh, cool. That was easy. Cool. Oh, I see a DK switch up there actually. Let's do that. Or a coconut gun run rather. Then we'll go see Calamity. Right, I feel like it was on the outside somewhere. Trying to remember where it was. As it was. Okay. Maybe it wasn't important. Let's have one more quick look around. I don't feel like that was that far of a drop to justify the squish, but hey ho. Oh yeah, it's a tiny teleportation switch. Oh well, let's go see Clumsy. There we go, another one unlocked. I love that because there's nothing else to do, the applause gets cut short. He's like, well, hey! That's just it. There's no jumping up and down, there's no destroying parts of K. Rool's kingdom. His cuttingdom. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. That's what I meant to do. To be fair, I just feel like some of the bananas are just spoon-fed to you. Which is not a bad thing, because if you're not great at the game, it helps. Right, okay. I think I'm going to leave it there. So for everyone who came by to watch the stream today, thank you. I super appreciate it. If you're watching this at a later date or have been enjoying the content, then please hit that like button and subscribe. It will help the channel continue to grow. And until then, I will see you on the next stream. Have a nice rest of day, and bye!